So far, really good driving feel. I'm in eco mode now. And the E-step is pretty good. I'm gonna turn that off and see what the difference is. And yeah, it definitely has more of a coasting feel in terms of regen when it's off. Now it's not a rolling feel. Well, actually, as I go downhill, yeah, it's a rolling feel there. Interesting. Yeah, it's literally just, that's pretty cool. It's got a, like, I don't feel the regen at all with the E-step off. But I'm gonna turn that back on. And I'm not really, it doesn't give me the one, I'm used to my Mach-E obviously, and I'm not getting that initial like one pedal drive feel, but the regen is pretty strong. And I feel it now. It's not very, like when you let off, it doesn't give you that initial bite that you would expect. And as you start to slow down, then it starts to brake hard. I'm gonna put it into sport mode. And wow. And I just felt 3 different levels of freaking power. Just based on having my foot in the same spot on the accelerator. That's interesting. Let's give it some throttle here. I mean, it has Nissan Leaf-like power. Of course, it's a little bit stronger, in my opinion, but definitely enough pep. I'm gonna take this down a little bit because I'm gonna see about this lane change. It's telling me to manually steer. Gap off, maybe that'll help. Now the Pro Pilot Assist is doing a really good job at just lane centering, cruise control, all of that. Check traffic. Okay, well, that's interesting. Now, really good driving feel coming down the interstate here. Very nice. It's actually one of the smoother EVs I've been in terms of the ride quality. And I'll have to do my research on the lane change. I'm wondering if it just helps you as you drive. Because it's not really doing anything for me. But like I said, I'll definitely do some research and figure out what that actually does. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. But I'm gonna try and review all the trims of the Ariya. And then hopefully that will, when I do another trim level, I'll be able to tell you all what that actually does. But all in all, really impressed with the ride quality. Everything's been very impressive, period. out there. I want to give a huge shout out to Nissan of Cool Springs for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description to this car in particular and all of their inventory. And just driving around town here, it drives like a Murano in my opinion. Just a really nice ride. Visibility is great. So far, no complaints. And the E-Step really does show its true colors in town here. So I haven't had to use the brake pedal at all yet. And as the cars are flying by me, really, really good sound acoustics in here. And it's a tad on the pricier side like most EVs are, but for the money, compared to everything else in this segment, really not a bad price at all. I'm gonna give it one more good pull in sport mode. But final thoughts on the Ariya. Like I said, it's a beautiful vehicle, and that's probably the one thing that it has on every other EV in the segment. Like, number one, the looks are incredible. It really does have an Infiniti-esque feel to it. And I mean, it drives very well. A lot of people who like the drives of Nissans will not be disappointed with this vehicle. And then on top of that, just the futuristic interior looks as well. Just the cabin, everything, really, really cool. But with all that being said, I want to thank you all for watching, and this will bring me to the end of my review of the all-new 2023 Nissan Ariya and Power Plus.